gonna talk about you for a minute, give you some insight, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Angels and guides and spiritual team guide me into what this is and protect my energy and those I love as I channel for the collective. Allow them to take what resonates and what does not. So somebody did some new moon magic and it backfired in hopes that it will open the door, as they also gave offerings to an ancestor or their ancestors, or some kind of offerings that was made. It don't have to be their ancestors. Maybe someone made an offering of any kind to anybody for any reason to open the door because they want somebody to be their woman. So you could be a Scorpio woman, heavy aspect of Scorpio, and this might resonate. Something about somebody could force something to, yeah, this was forced. I mean, especially using the forces of some kind of power to manipulate something. Somebody wants someone to be dependent on them. Something about using their dependence, wanting a child with them. Someone could be named Andrew. Something about the Andrews sisters. Pretty Girl Rock. Something about the Virgo reading could resonate. Something about hating on somebody's attraction and beauty. Somebody could also be lying about where they're from or flexing fakely in some kind of way. Now, with these offerings, it could be food or something like that, or somebody offered their body, anything like that. Something about putting it in their mouth, or somebody could be telling someone to do that. Something about a Cancer moon activity. So we're gonna see. Yeah, Title 14, U.S. Code 286, subsection 2, interfering with emergency communication. Somebody could be saying that somebody's doing this or making deals with people so something can stick, and that's not like, they would try to make it seem like it's the law, or because of some paperwork or something like that that is feasible. Something about conjunctions. Somebody's a fan. Something about the fanboys, for and nor, but, or, yet, and so. Those words could be significant. Something about what for, and so what, and who are you, and who is this, nor you or them, nor do I, or but I, he, she, them, they. Something about making excuses, or else, or something about you or me, something about choices. Someone could be like forcing a situation of some sort by using offerings and stuff like that, or giving people money, bribing people, interfering with some kind of emergency communication that could have somebody's life at stake, or somebody trying to, yeah, something about burn at the stake. This could be someone being called a witch or a warlock or something like that, where they could just know what they're talking about are not being taken serious, or they're being stalked. Yeah, so a person who intentionally interferes with an emergency communication, knowing that the communication is an emergency communication, and who is not making an emergency communication himself, herself, or their self. So the one that's interfering to the person doing it, is guilty of a Class A misdemeanor. In addition, a person who interferes with communication instrument or other emergency equipment with the intent to prevent emergency communication is guilty of a Class A1 misdemeanor. So this might have to be found a way to made practical and do diligently, because someone is trying to keep somebody from, maybe it's some kind of practice they do, they don't like it, and it could actually be protecting them. And it's like maybe people of legalities, yeah, something about protecting them, the children, or something about their child or something. Something about a God body experience. Your body will go through what it can handle. Somebody could be having a child. Somebody could be having a child. or somebody wants somebody to have their baby. Something about they trying to somebody might not want to do this, and they're trying to tell people that this could be happening or going to happen or something. Yeah, we got sarcastic cops in the Yamaya situation. Yeah, they might be behind it in a way. Some of them, not all of them. Where somebody probably reported trying to say something and they acting like they don't know what they're talking about. I guess because it's two different things and somebody doesn't know how to put it together where it makes sense. Yeah, something about the children again. The children, your children are protected because you love other children. Yeah, an all night long situation. Scorpio, what is this? I don't text or call as much because I want to have sexy suspenses. Somebody could be making excuses about. Okay, let's go back. Someone, according to Title 14, U.S. Code 286, subsection 2, Scorpio might be in someone's second house, or somebody might have Taurus in the eighth house, um, fourth house, sixth house, first house. So I don't text or call as much because I want to have sexy suspenses. Someone could be acting like there's a relationship between them and the person who was trying to make the communication, but they're stopping them from making the communication, or it's some kind of slick way where these text messages are. It's like slick ass, sly ass communication where somebody is trying to tell. It's like somebody knows how to play and they've been very good at it, and they could fuck around and be getting caught this time because something about I don't know why they not like us came to my head. Uh, Somebody doing too much. That's all I can say. Like this is way too much. Something about the children, the children, the children. We got let's get married. Somebody's trying to force a hand, and it's like something about yep, the dependability, task attraction. Somebody trying to force something on someone. Something about task force. And here's the problem. Somebody has been trying to say this in so many ways than none, and it's like people are acting like they're not something wrong with them, or we don't know what they're saying. In addition, a person who interferes with a communication instrument, so that's where the text part comes in, or other emergency equipment, like an SOS machine. Somebody could be stuck, could have got like literally left them somewhere, and they had to figure out how to get back. But then it's like they was still keeping tabs on them through other people. Like, hey, watch so and so. They be paying them. Something about they interfere with someone's emergency way of getting to safety because they probably pay other people around them. Like they have this little pact with people in practicality ways of none when it comes to probably some kind of legal services, criminal justice acts, and whatever, where they give to a certain group of people who make sure they give to a certain group of people. For those who get really, really, they pay because of the debt that they got going on. They pay a certain group of people to, or they do work in a lot of things for them where they get paid these people who watch other people. So this person can know as much as they need to know so they can keep interfering with emergency communication. Like this is just the craziest way to be doing some shit. And then probably want to try to marry somebody. And that's a no. Or maybe this is an assumption, but it's no mean no. I guess something about that moonshine water magic. Yeah, that shit backfired. They getting caught this time. What is up with the Taurus in here? Something about you just collecting information to act like you damn put this together. You don't even know how to break this down. I'm sick of you in the reading. But whatever. Yeah, something about someone's second house got Scorpio in it, or the sixth house, or the ninth house, or the fourth house, or the first house. Something about never been jealous like this before. Of course, Taurus. Of course. They probably it's something about the collection plate. Y'all might it's something about that. It, they just collecting information. Like someone is a data analytical person or they do some kind of IT work. They have an IT job. Something about yes. For a lot of you, the maybe is there because it's like maybe they have like a degree. They never had a job in it before. This could probably be what somebody is saying about someone like they're not fit or I got it, let me do it. Somebody could be saying someone's jealous when it's they ass interfering with shit because they also this Taurus could be getting paid through this matter. We got fairy energy, Techna, Musa, and Bloom. Something about the Winx Club and something about here they go again, eye rolling. So yeah, something about the eyes and what they be doing and watching. Something is right about it. Something about moving on, having a good life. That's right. And something ain't right here. Somebody deserves to just get what they are owed. Some goddamn peace and quiet. Descendants of Noah's sons, the court of the tabernacle, and the walk to Emmaus. I hope this shit don't go to court. This came out in reverse. Somebody could have a Libra place with Taurus, and that it's not that Taurus, it's the actual Taurus. Like someone's a Taurus Venus, it's not that Taurus, it's the Sun one. Yep, spying. It's something about these kids. Like y'all gonna leave these goddamn kids alone, and then you trying to act like it's somebody else that's doing it. Spy Kids Reloaded. They're spying through kids. Like what? Leave these goddamn kids alone. Yes, you are doing it. Yes, you are. Get your shit. No, 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 no. Like go somebody else. I don't want to hear the shit. I really don't. We got rewrap in reverse. Walking. Somebody walking around so I can see it in reverse. It's something about past life relationships that somebody had. It's like they got in tune and they have been trying to fulfill a prophecy, but they don't know how to conflict resolute issues. Like you over here just saying shit, but you don't have a solution. Your solution is hurting people or taking something from somebody. That's not a solution. That's not it hasn't been working because you keep having to do the same shit over and over. And someone either is a Taurus, not the Taurus Venus, but the Taurus Sun interfering with some kind of emergency communication. Like, had someone just mind their business in the first place, it wouldn't even have gotten this far. Because someone you don't even like kids. Like, what are you doing here? You don't. You don't want to have them. You can't stand them, and you got a problem with them. Like, don't let the child have special needs. You damn sure ain't patient. So it's just easier for you to come at somebody else because of their living situation or what you think is right. Because what's right is what I said up in here. Yeah, we know. You want me to shut up? Well, come and make me. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry about nothing. And then you did the new moon and Cancer magic. Bingo. Something about I'm about to pull up. You ain't about to do shit. You gonna send them other motherfuckers to do it because you a pussy. Empresses create and emperors dictate. Somebody need no difference. Somebody act like this, they ain't that. They're damn fool. Alright, Scorpio, this shit was crazy. So I guess if you was looking at something and whatever, somebody was doing something, it backfired. Because at the end of the day, you're not perfect, but they aren't either. And it could be a Scorpio being accused of interfering with something, and you could be finally getting vindicated, finally, after all these damn years. But at the same time, yeah, cutting the deck at the Empress with the Six of Swords in reverse. Empress, as you create, you also need to make sure you close the door somewhere. You leaving it open ain't good, because La Puerta Negra, the black door for Virgos in reverse, with giving offerings to ancestors. Somebody could have been trying to open a door they don't need to be opening. I'm fine. How are you? Yeah, look at that Empress behind Magician. And then we got the number one out here, Chalice in reverse. Somebody didn't ask permission the correct way. This is probably what is going on here. It might be about, cause all this energy with children. It could be Elegwa Eshu Esau stuff going on, or somebody just has fairy knowledge, and it has something to do with fairies, like Ferngully, like someone is in tune with nature. They can see it with the birds and the trees, and like somebody, the way they act outside versus how they act inside. Let's see. What's the fairy energy then? Nah. What's this Taurus doing out here? Eight of Pentacles upright. Something about the fruits of your labor. That's what they doing out here. I guess they feel like you owe them. So a one and an eight. Somebody's doing moon magic. Like, let's not call it. Something about 8118. Something about the Moors heyday. Somebody probably not even a feminine. They're really a masculine. They just look like, or something like that. Five of Chalice upright. Somebody is doing the right thing by moving on, and it's unfortunate what has happened so far. Because if someone is interfering with something, it's really because they being found out they not really doing what they supposed to be doing. They damn sure don't like kids, so I don't even understand why they acting like they care. Something about you wouldn't even work at a daycare, so shut up. The Four of Swords. Somebody is something about family stuff. The trickery of, I think this is of the Gibbonites. So something about 2:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Gideon, that reading. Um, somebody named something about Sarah. Something about the trickery of the Gibbonites, or the Gibeonites. Gibbonites. Something about bottles of wine. Something about ask not counsel at the mouth of the Lord. Yeah, something about the mouth when I was saying something about putting it in somebody's mouth. Somebody could before they gave the offering, you know how you then you check with self so they could see, that it's safe to take from you, and then you give it to them. Something about ancestors or orishas, both. Or this could literally be somebody making a meal for somebody, and they make them taste it, eat some first, and then they eat. They might not trust them. But if that's going on, it could be because somebody treats them like shit. Someone is trying to make it seem like somebody is literally a problem. But if you got to do all that, you don't need to be dealing with them. Just me personally. And I get it. Sometimes they will say it's a royal thing. They do that to check and make sure they want to protect the people of royalty, that kind of stuff. But at the same time, we saw the Empress, just Six of Swords in reverse. So, Empress, make sure you close the door or something about certain offerings you do, or something. Or Empress, somebody did an offering trying to get you to move on with your life or something. They don't like you, and the problem is they need to move on. Cause we got moving on, having a good life. Somebody is 9 times out of 10 about to get in some mess because of something they done, giving an offering or something like that. Something about a far country. Something about some bread, wine, certain garments. Something about they did work willingly and went and made as if they had been ambassadors and took old sacks upon their asses and wine bottles, old and rent and bound up, and old shoes and clouded upon their feet, and old garments upon them, and all the bread of their provision was dry and looks like moldy. So somebody keeps offerings and they're not very sanitary. That's probably why it didn't work. Like you can't do that. Like you gotta make sure, it's everything. That's probably why they just gave that one offering and thought it was gonna work. Anyway, yeah, something about servants. Somebody makes somebody taste the food before they receive it. Somebody treating somebody like as if they literally are a slave. Like that shit crazy. They could be. We had Let's Get Married in reverse. They could have lied and tricked them and said that that was what they was gonna do, just to get them over in a certain place. Something about the trickery of the Gibeonites. Something about the fruits of their labor. They just wanted to enjoy their fruits, but they made them a prisoner of war or some kind of prisoner of like truth when it comes to who they are. They make them feel like this is who you are, this is who you're not, this is who we are. It's some bullshit. And then somebody, you really do not like kids. I don't even know why you, I don't know why they're trying to make it seem like they care. That's a cover up. That is a big ass cover up. Lord fix it because they get on my nerve right now. Probably using other people and what they got going on and don't want to, then mad as hell when it's their turn. Yeah, here go the Emperor. The Emperor came out on that Four of Swords. Something about this is what someone's evolving into because of this trickery. Something about the Emperor gonna come out. Something about, yeah, you remember you gave that offering, so you wasn't doing right somewhere with it. I don't know who you would give it to. So, I mean, it sounds like Elegwa, Eshu, Esau, or really Elegwa, Eshu, Echu. You did. You wanted a confirmation. Two of Wands. You wanted to know both sides of the thing. Greedy ass. Emperor. It's like somebody done turned foolish. Something about you feel foolish. So somebody had a little fang and looking foolish. Something about now that's the king confirmation. King of Wands. First of all, something about 40. Let me see. So something about the number 958. Jacob goes to Egypt. So something about like a birthright. Somebody took a birthright from somebody. Or some kind of child birth situation. They took a child or something like that. or they took some kind of idea or something from a kid, but you act like you like kids. Like, that's weird as hell. So somebody could be using kids to spy on people too, or somebody invades kids' space. Like, they do some other kind of stuff. They try to justify it, but then they, like, for example, a child could be mean as hell to somebody's child, and somebody put two and two together about why that is, and somebody want to act like there's something wrong with them. Don't listen to that, or they be blocking their messages for that to be made clear, and your ass is in trouble. Somebody, you got a big ass forehead too. So anyway, um that right there. Something about Jacob goes to Egypt. This could be Jacob. Well, really, did they say this would be Jacob and this is Esau? I mean, the Fool is the most powerful card in tarot. Yeah, I see you, Emperor. But the Fool is the most powerful. You know why? It takes, you know, it takes somebody to go on a journey to realize everybody else and everything else around them. Some people is not willing to give up what God gave them, not realizing you can't take it with you when you die anyway. It's something about the journey. Hold on. An everlasting covenant. That's where they off to. Like, somebody played them. It's like the Jacob and Esau thing. Everybody want to say, "Oh, Esau traded his birthright. That was stupid." But a lot of people get deeper things than other people, and they're trying to make them bow to the ways in which they believe. And this is why y'all, never mind. Because first of all y'all don't actually interpret the word. You're taught what's told to you. Yeah, Jacob's vow, page 40. So this is something about a vow that Jacob made. Not only is Jacob going to Egypt, but this could also be a hidden replica that somebody don't understand, and of someone interfering with communication because somebody probably disowned their own child. Somebody wants to be emperor. This could be a very disgusting thing. So anyway, somebody wants to be emperor, but they got somebody else out the way. But it probably was for a good reason, so they could see something with this upright. But at the same time, it's just something that still don't sit right with me. Because somebody disowns a child. Somebody in the full energy knows exactly how that feels, but they could have made that child's life hell, because this could be that child that's had to deal with trickery of the Gibeonites. They over here trying to tell and say certain things, but at the same time, somebody is. It just seems like something about Rachel and Leah. Rachel being jealous of Leah. That could be the energy there, where somebody had to act in the masculinity while somebody chooses to just go search and see the answers for themselves instead of believing in a book. Like, we get what the book is, but it means nothing without looking and seeing for yourself. I mean, don't be gullible and silly. This is a person, like somebody would say, for example, like the emperor. So and so, I don't know. Carly said to Michaela and Josh that something is going on with Susie or something like that, right? Maybe something like that. And they like, well, I looked into it. This is what we determined, and we this is how it's being fixed. We're doing it like this. The fool could be the type of person to receive the information and they want to go see for themselves because they feel like someone could be telling them, not to do something, but the dangers of the world and all this shit. But here's the problem. This is a person who just sits on their tail. I mean, they might have earned their stripes. I'm not saying they didn't have their times of this. They could be trying to tell somebody something that's good for them, but they still need to have their own experience because your experience, Emperor, of at this moment, um, is your experience. This other person of the Fool energy, y'all don't have the same experience. You was probably telling them the best that you could, but at the same time, if they feel compelled to still go and seek and not assume, you really can't get upset with them. That's a person that needs to be respected. And also, it looks like they found out something that you didn't find out with they foolish self, because now you got to make a vow. And this could be why let's get married is in reverse, because something about I guess Jacob wanted to take something from Esau, but there's a twist of that story. Cause a lot of you just want to read it for what it is, and you don't investigate. Because if people are being treated like that in real life, you got to understand, overstand, and understand on outer standard perspectives that their life is not based off of that actual story. There's actual details that need to be iterated in there, and things that don't need that has nothing to do with them, even though they want to say this story correlates with the person, the individual. Thus, of why you go into the courtroom and you can file your own documents for those who have, and you put your hand on that Bible, regardless if the Bible is in the courthouse. But hey, you know better than us. Let's check the room. Got me footed up. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Nope. We got the King of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Seven, Chariot in reverse, the Moon in reverse, and the High Priest with the Seven of Pentacles. I don't get paid enough attention for this. So we got the King of Wands. That's like fire energy, or somebody is on their way to inquire. The Fool could be on their way to inquire to a very important energy, some information dealing with interfering with some emergency communication. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This could be somebody who didn't get some kind of attention that they should have gotten because somebody was preventing them from doing so. Um, Five of Pentacles could be them. This is the energy of the Fool prior in a situation that they are familiar with. This is why they wanted to find out for themselves instead of just believing another mother. Um, they understood exactly what they heard right here, but the problem is somebody they wanted to push their ideology on them, and the Fool was like, "I'm gonna go see for myself." You really can't get mad at somebody. Wouldn't you want someone to go see for themselves if they said something about you? And maybe they felt like somebody was lying and they wanted to go ask you or inquire or check on you or look at something themselves. Let's give those kinds of people more credit. Because a lot of times people are jealous of that about them. Thus, of pretty much why somebody is we're gonna put you out. So the pretty much thus of why somebody is even trying to bother them in the first place. Y'all worrying about black magic, dark magic. You better be worrying about that black blood magic or that dark blood magic that you can find in chapter 13 of Luke, verse 1. I bet you can't even tell me what it says. But you want to ask a dumbass question. First of all, what you doing in the fucking reading if you feel like this is dark magic? Get your whack ass out of here. I'm not nice. So anyway, we had the chariot in reverse. However they need to get there, they're gonna get there. They're not worrying about it. That's why they're walking. They're not worrying about what's on the way there. They doing what they gotta do. This could be someone who just wants to inquire of certain things. They could feel like, oh, they're an agent, but at the same time, there's other things that need to be looked at. We got the moon in reverse. This is someone that something about the council. What I was saying with the trickery of the Gibeonites. Something about a night of trickery. This could have happened sometime in the winter, very much in the time of Cancer or any Cancer or Capricorn moon. With that in reverse, we got a high priestess in reverse as well. Somebody, the King of Wands, could have been getting a lot of mixed signals about somebody. That's kind of because they already know what that feels like. They're an open-minded person as well, and somebody just disowned their own child, or it's a gifted person, but mad because they have a right to move on with their life. Like that don't even make sense. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. First of all, you said this person is a whore, so I don't even understand. Whoever the fuck you are, if that's the case, then you need to get your ass on somewhere. They probably could with kids. I don't know if y'all know who the children belong to. Somebody you fucking do. And they can't call you a whore about that, but they was watching everything else. And the sad part is this is somebody who's supposed to have been in this person's life, teaching them structure, but they decided to worry about other things. Somebody be careful because you could fall under the same mess as them. Like they want you to get distracted even though they are interfering with something that is an emergency for you. They want you to be distracted because that had them. Yeah, after I'm done saying what I gotta say, they want you to be distracted like them because they missed out on helping their family and doing right by their family. They probably terrorized their fucking family with this moon energy and all these things here. And the crap is somebody you need to time management and not doing and indulging in certain things. They want you to do that, so you waste time, give them the answers they need, then they say f you because first of all they called you a whore. They said you're not a faithful man, your gifts suck and all this shit, but they take from you so they can get paid. They getting paid off of you being whatever they call you or whatever they saying you doing that ain't right. They getting paid off of it. But what you doing ain't right. Do what you need to do in the family department. We got the moon out here in reverse. Because a lot of you is financial. They want to mess with your finances and they send up here messing with your emotional standpoint. And the problem is they're not realizing the downfall that's right there because somebody they don't give up too easy and they know that this is why they're probably attacking this person. I wouldn't be surprised if this person is like hemmed up somewhere because it leaves you vulnerable. And you know why? Because the King of Wands knew that. Or this is somebody who they have king energy, but at the same time they want to be this. Somebody they're a whore themselves. They want all these women, but they call this a woman a whore, or they're a woman calling a man a hoe. When what are you talking about? Somebody just wants somebody position. You just want to be able to tell people what to do. Really, somebody wants to be able to tell somebody in particular what to do. And the sad part is they don't deserve the position. This is why they got to make a vow. like Jacob makes a vow. So that's probably why we had let's get married at the bottom in reverse. They probably want you to marry somebody that you shouldn't even be with, but then they're gonna turn around. They turn around saying all this shit about you, and you don't care about your kids, and you need to do this, and you need to do. If all of that is true, why the fuck do they want you to turn around and be with an idiot? Somebody's gonna beat on you. Somebody who's gonna turn you into a slave. This is what 184 is. Someone you literally want your own child to be with an idiot. You're an idiot. And everybody's laughing at you. And then the crazy part, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna do your ass dirty. And they're gonna use that as leverage to get you out of it. The position that you're in, whichever one. To whoever this is who you want their ass to be with. And somebody else ain't having that. They probably won't even invite it to whatever this is. But you already know they don't stand for the shit you talking about. Like there's something wrong with you. But you're whoever's a whore and all this shit. I wonder where the fuck they get that shit from. Then you cheat on your wife. How many times? Look at that, Empress. And Empress, they put you in the hangman in reverse. The hangman in reverse, the high priestess in reverse. They have threes right here. So you are who you are, but they trying to dim your light and your knowledge and your know. That don't even make sense. We got the magician. You're still making shit happen. You're choosing to walk away so that everything could be how you need to. You could be knowing exactly what you need to do now. Three of Swords, something does hurt your feelings though. Breaks your heart. Because somebody's deformating your character. They interfere with communication because you don't want a certain lifestyle no more. Let's just say like all of that shit is true, what they're saying. Why do they want you to be a part of the same shit again if they're saying you got this problem? Cause let's play divine advocate because this motherfucker playing devil's advocate. So my argument is okay, let's say like that shit true. Idiot. Why would you want them to go back or be reiterated as something that's equivalent or worse? Just a question. Please don't answer it. That was rhetorical. Some of y'all, they trying to say you give credit to somebody else and all this. That's what makes you. But you never was doing that until a certain point. You had to go like this energy here, Esau energy, because something about the story just ain't story. You had to go out and venture too. This is probably why they calling you a whore. I mean, so why are they calling you that? I mean, you can't be a whore by doing nothing. You have to go do something to be called one. You don't have to actually sleep around. They could say you're a liar. What you speak of is not true. That's not facts. You could do something like I do, and they got a goddamn issue. Like coming up in here in the chat with your stupid ass comments. But you stay for the reading or you stalk the page. Ain't nobody studying, you idiots. You lack wits and competence and you don't even know how. It ain't even about going into the courtroom and arguing with your motherfucking judge. Don't nobody care about them people no more. Y'all already know this shit done. Crazy part. There's a lot of them looking crazy. Real big jealous. It's sad because they don't even listen to the people who have actual stuff going on with their document. Like they have documents, facts, and proof. But at the same time, hey, how you doing? At the same time, when are y'all gonna realize that a lot of people have vendettas toward people? Like my story. Like, I'm gonna give y'all an example of why I even say what I say about the Esau shit. I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about to say it. So that is what I'm about to say. Tamar and Judah. My name is Tamara. It's not Tamar. Somebody, I guess they want to judge me because I started to learn about the Orishas and I was trying to do certain things, and they felt like I caused some kind of problem on myself. Whatever. So I'm the one that got to deal with that. So I don't even understand what the problem is. Anyway, uh, trial and error is your best friend. So in the word it says God gave his only begotten son. So I started to know and realize that my father, or they will say the father of all lies or something. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, that's what the word says. I'm still like this energy. I'm trying to see. I don't want to believe some, everything just because it's in some damn book and we feel like that's the truth and that's the way. That's the problem today. So in Tamar and Judah, there's a child of hers, Tamar, that was taken. I have 3 kids in my situation. One of them is a boy, and I noticed when I had my first son, all of this crazy shit started happening. So my dad, I noticed he has another family, but I'm the only one out of his Frederick kids who had a boy. And then my sister had hers after me. So my problem is I started to realize it was jealousy and hate. It has nothing to do. Cause my father, if y'all go to this video I have on my channel, it's called Wake Up Sex. I ain't gonna lie. And you can see a very long ass message. First of all, I screenshot it. I always kept it. So anyway, he was calling me all kinds of names of a child of God in it because of some kind of, I guess, the song I made. But here's the problem: my dad always felt that way about me, and it's sad because I started to realize why, and then I put two together. It's really, he probably feared me because of stuff, whatever the fuck that is, but won't say when he went to Korea and shit that he did before shit got bad with the family. Really Iraq, perhaps Iraq and Korea. Um, he just ain't been right since he came back from Iraq. So he was even talking about to my mama, get my family back. You'll see. And she was like, okay. She believed in my dad. They loved each other. She still cared, but not like, you know, she used to, I guess. And that is also a problem that he got, letting go. He's always stalked us after the fact. Trust me, my mom can tell you the stories. There's already been reports. So, and I'm not saying he doesn't have his arguments of why, but if you're trying to um, help your family, causing damage, more damage than just trying to figure out another way to do it, that's not how you do it, because he was going to get custody of us and put us in foster care. So how is that loving your family? He was going to take my brother in and put him in barber school, but he heard about his daughters needing help but never reached out to see what they needed. And both of us getting shunned by family, and it's like there's a on daughters. People just feel like the world is set up for us where we can just easily get shit, and that's not true. Especially when you have a child, they feel like it's so easy. That is not true. And it's sad that in the families they will give more to the boys, and all of us, the cousins and everybody talk about this shit. We just, I'm bold. So That's the issue. A lot of times. But hey, whatever. I guess we talking outside of our neck. I guess this is just our shit that we got going on. So if you got something different, I guess take what resonate, leave what don't. People be selfish and don't see what they do affects others. And a lot of times they attack the people who want to um just make something make sense or fix it the way it should have been fixed. It's basically like someone could be a good mother, or you learn from the mistakes of your mom, not that you want to bash her for it, but you're not trying to do those same things, and you could get hated on because of that, or secret, somebody coming at you. You could be a boy, a man, and your father got a problem with you trying to take care of business because he didn't want to do it, and mad. And now you a player, you do drugs, and you're a fucking felon. I think you need to mind your business and try to figure out why your ass didn't stand up for your family, whether you are the man or the woman you claim you are of your so-called houses that you took care of or had something to do with. Y'all are the worst people in the fucking world. So something about the bud, angel messages, potential promises about to happen, keep going. And really, what's about to happen is the damn truth that somebody was interfering with emergency communication. We got everybody getting this one. I deal with that daily. See, this is shit I'm saying. Y'all better be listening to people when they be talking. Something about the morning dew. Something about Wakokon. Something about Blackbeard. Somebody's acting like Blackbeard. That's not who they is. Like Clifton Powell was in Caught Up, right? And the dude named Daryl Allen. He was an ex-con. He got out of prison, trying to find a job. He met this woman who was similar to the woman he knew prior before getting in because they got a child together. Found out that this woman who was similar to how the other girl looked, or something like their energy or something is the same. The girl killed the sons that's his son. The girl that he met when he was at the diner killed the girl that he had a son with. And then there's this man, he played the dude LL Cool J played the dude that had to be there for the little boy ever since. And he was, open and cool with that, according to, life be life, and they say. But a lot of shit don't have to be going down that way. So anyway, Daryl, the dude, the ex-con, and meeting the girl, and she do tarot, and somebody could be trying to say that's how somebody got caught up and trying to blame like shit like this, somebody like myself. I get it. Something about chapter 7 of Luke, verse 41. One creditor, two debtors. Please don't play with me in here. So anyway, somebody, y'all just mad because I done made it me. Anyway, now here's the thing though. He needed a job. The girl who do the tarot cards claimed, because really for me, somebody, I'm starting to think, because the dreams I have and whatever, I'm starting to think somebody takes what I do and act like they help somebody, but then turn around and give me the bullshit. It's like Little Wayne. You say the sunshine, give me the rain or some shit. And somebody's noticing a lot of shit. It's not what it seemed, and it was actually this for them and that for this other person. Something about the two debtors. Because it's not like they don't have debt to pay or anything according to the creditor and whatever that is. Because it's nothing but Jesus, according to Luke chapter 7, verse 41 to the other verses down to about like 46, declaring that, you know, she didn't do this, but at least she did that. It's something about helping in a helpful situation and giving them healing and stuff. because something is working for somebody. Somebody probably do the same shit they do, and they got a problem with you because first of all, they've been trying to be you for the longest, and it's catching up with them. So anyway, fast and forward and summing it up, the ex-con Daryl got a job by this dude named Billy. Something about Billie Jean, not my love, just a girl or just a guy, whatever that's about. So yeah, something about them kids ain't somebody's something. So that could be a problem. And they're interfering like, yo, somebody, them kids ain't your kids, yo. That's probably what they. So anyway, something about Pisces Venus reading or the heart of a Pisces, but be mindful and go check out Aquarius Venus or the heart of an Aquarius. Um, I'm gonna get to that in a second. So he gets a job. Wow, Rose Venus in reverse. He gets a job. Yeah, something about a seat at the table and initiation, birth, rebirth. He gets the job, and the dude Clifton Powell plays as a guy with a patch over his eye. But then he gets caught up where the dude with the patch over his eye, who's Clifton Powell, played him. Um, Shout out to everyone who did great work in the movie. I love that movie. Like, there's a lot of my family, we watched that a lot. We like that movie, but it's something about it that just sit different with me. I was like, hmm. So anyway, Clifton Powell played the dude. He had a patch over his eye. So something about Wokoko, Morning Dew, Wokakan. If y'all look into the stories of the Aboriginal Indigenous people, American Indians, it has something to do with Blackbeard, and he was looking like a Blackbeard at work with the patch over his eye, everything. We got fairies out this bitch, something about Winx Club. So anyway, hate to say it, but yep. Anyway, so, well, we gonna move on, but we ain't gonna act like we ain't seen that shit. So anyway, I'm just saying, uh, he gets caught up. Something happens because the girl that do the tarot cards stole a diamond from this dude named Ahmad, who's a Jamaican or something like that. But he's a big time shotter. So something about the shotters mixed up with that shit too. That shit crazy. So anyway, so somebody, they a thief. Somebody don't take from somebody. They're just paying their dues. They just so happen to like tarot too. And you over here fucking bothering them when you need to give something back to somebody that you stole. Something about the diamond in the rough. You want to hear the tale? Shit, this shit might happen on a dark night where somebody had a dark purpose. Y'all just didn't know about this shit. But they do. You probably seen it. Something about the kings, traveling in the desert. Baby in the manger. Ain't no telling. Something about that ain't your damn baby. What the hell is this? So anyway, long story short, that's it is what it is. So the Pisces Venus or the heart of a Pisces, affairs with husband's brother or affairs with wife's sister. And the reason why I say please go to the Aquarius Venus or the heart of an Aquarius reading as we end that and close this out is because porque it says group efforts and party planning. And in the hand that rocks the cradle, because it's a lot of things that somebody just needs to put together. It's just in different things. And this is why somebody's interfering with emergency communication. Because first of all, not only is it fucking difficult to put together, and this has been going on for quite some time, but someone also is interfering with it, or someone could. You probably do make perfect sense. They don't want nobody to hear the shit. So anyway, or something about it. When you hear other shit, you're gonna start putting other things together. You like, oh, it's gonna help you clear up this and that and what you thought. You gonna polish this up that you had going on over there, and you gonna have it nice and polished. Something about they're gonna be worn out and ugly. So yeah, fighting temptations. Yeah, you've been fighting. We know. They over here fucking with you. Scorpio. Goddamn. So yeah. The reason why I said to go to the hand that rocks the cradle, there was a nanny who had a baby. The girl who hired her as a nanny had a baby, and she lost her baby basically. I don't know if she knew the doctor or whatever. Something about a Capricorn bonus. What up, Frankie's Tarot? So anyway, um, yeah, it's something about that where she lost her baby, but then okay, Sagittarius, what up? Something about with the sick face. She doing another reading. She might have pre-recorded and putting them out. Yeah, something about set it off then, Frankie. So yeah, it's basically she lost a baby. She got hired as a nanny to help this woman who had a baby recently, been breastfeeding her baby, where her baby didn't even want her breast milk. She wanted the nannies. Something about there's a stranger in somebody's house. Took a while to figure out. I've been saying that for a little bit. Cause somebody you let the wrong person in. I mean, we all have done that at some point. But a lot of times it was required so you could see who's for you and who's the problem. Even though it's kind of up, you know what I'm saying? It's required so you can see who's for you. But a lot of these motherfuckers be lying, talking about they rock with you. They don't. Obviously, you know who rock with you now. You going through all this shit. I'm just saying. Heavy Scorpio, I'm a Sagittarius. Hell yeah, I felt this. That's why I'm talking to you. So take what resonates, leave what don't. I mean, I don't know everything, but I know enough. You know what I'm saying? You welcome. So the girl, now here's the part where the party, and I want y'all to be very careful. Because when you get these readings, I like to do these kinds of things so people are aware of what they need to be focused on. Paying too much attention to this. Look, that's just something. Look at this. It could be that for you. So this is why I leave this with you as I say this. There was a party that the girl had, a little surprise party. The woman who had the baby, the dude wanted to be nice to his girl. You know what I'm saying? They got a house, they got a kid, all this great stuff. So the first lover of that man, they are all friends. So the nanny ends up putting like her lighter, the girl who's her friend, who was also her man's first love. Obviously, they're just mature or something like that about the situation. Even though feelings is there, something about long as I live. Somebody's just always gonna be their first love. I mean, we should all be mature about that, right? So I guess they was just cool enough to be around each other. So anyway, the nanny ended up putting the lighter of the girl who's the first love in the man's little bag or some shit, or no, the jacket pocket of his suit. And so that's it started a whole fucking argument because she do laundry. I mean, this is something about that dirty laundry. It won't so dirty. So somebody, yeah, she noticed, wait a minute, this ain't really supposed to be here. That's so and so's stuff. And she thought, oh, so you over here cheating. But see, he threw her a surprise party. Group efforts and party planning. Aquarius being harder than Aquarius. So this is why I say with the Pisces Venus or the heart of a Pisces reading and reflecting to the Aquarius Venus reading or the heart of an Aquarius reading, because you can say either or. You could be an Aquarius watching the reading, or you could be a Venus Aquarius watching the reading. It's really about perspective. So affairs with wife's sister, affairs with husband's brother. It's something about the affair was not really an affair for a lot of things. It was just a party. Like we got all of this together for your ass. And everybody in the damn living room heard the argument. So somebody you asked for help. Who am I talking to? You asked for help and you let someone in the house Because somebody, your situation might not be no caught up situation with tarot cards and a crazy motherfucker with a patch over their eye and some diamonds and shit. That's some gangster shit. Sometimes your shit simple as a motherfucker, but that bitch was crazy, and she had whoop her ass. So she ended up faking an asthma attack and whooped her ass because she thought she was having an asthma attack. She used it to her advantage and whooped that trick. So anyway, something about the trickery of the Gibeonites. Lord have mercy. So yeah, let's get back to it. I'm just trying to wrap it up. I'm feeling myself a little bit. Just take what Resident Evil told. But I can't tell you I was like, what if that is something they need to know? Let me just drop that little nugget. But please take what Resident Evil don't and really try to search and get the clarity. Because we have clarity in reverse, a fresh start, a positive outlook. A lot of shit look funny, foggy, and whatever. That's how it is when you in your full energy. That's how it goes. I mean, but it's a strong thing to do instead of just taking somebody else's word for it. Not that you don't respect them, not that you don't love them, not that you don't, okay, they got a high, you know, valor job or, position, and they might have worked very hard for that. But it's still something about they want to be sure. They know how it feels to be treated just like that. So they want to be sure. So anyway, closing it out with this, uh, just be careful because somebody could be trying to fuck up the party, yeah, fuck up the party, fuck up the party, yeah. Like promise you that over here mad because you got a man or a woman who give a fuck about you and y'all got a baby or whatever. Somebody might be trying to use that to say someone's jealous, putting them in a situation where they probably can't have kids, all that. So you could try. I guess if you trying to, it's something about the dark sides of those stories. If that's true, and somebody did do something where somebody could, that's probably why they first love is always going to be so and so, and you just somebody they with, and that's why you went the fuck off. Because that person already knows something about the story of Hannah and Elkanah, the Hannah's womb shut up and all this shit. Because somebody, your ass was kind of the reason why somebody probably can't have the life that they would wish, and they still love you, support you. They just are mature and you're not. And the person just got a situation with you. The attraction is always going to be there because they are mature. And this is just something you need to deal with. So don't be going off on them and you still ain't see this is probably karma. Mm-hmm. Remember, you said you was the empress, and you was all right. It's a lot. That's why your ass gonna go through hell. Cause you shouldn't have been trying to be somebody else. Cause there's always a dark side to these stories. It sounds like, oh my god, so that's true. But there's always a dark side to the story, like the caught up dark side. Well, that is the dark side. The light side about it is Daryl in the stuff. It was a bank robbery and stuff that he did, and he had to do time. And he didn't realize why something kept happening to them, and he kept blaming it on the girl who does tarot, even though she was very much full of shit, very much. It found out in the end, the dude that played Candyman was his probation officer, so it's kind of like that shit was crazy. So and closing this out too, because something about the light side of that story. That was a very dark ass fucking situation. The light side of it is Daryl found out, you know what, it was some shit that I had going on that I forgot about. I caused somebody to have a difficult life, shot someone in the like the PP area and stuff, and he couldn't have sex or pee or nothing like that. He had to pee out of a bag and all this shit. He fucked the person's life up. Him and his first of all, he shouldn't have went. His friend lied to him, said he got money at the bank. Sometimes you need to stop being silly. Something about the fool was definitely his energy. So the woman who did tarot on his ass for the wrong reason, because there was someone who did tarot obviously for a good reason. Um, we just didn't see him in there. Something about that's the light side of the story. So anyway, Yeah, that's how I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up. I just want y'all to get this tea. Because something about this is very Scorpish. Very. Everybody wants sting, but you should have been stinging your own ass while you was at it. So definitely the fool he was. Like she didn't lie about that shit. She was dead right because he was the type. He was very smart and yeah, but it was just certain things. Maybe he had the right kind of energy. I mean, the girl that he was with and had a kid with looked just like the girl who do tarot, or something about you remind me of a girl that I once knew. It's something about that where it's some kind of past life lover. Cause we got Rose Venus in reverse. Yeah, long as I live. Remember I told you about the Candy Rossa Cradle, the first love was in there. But then the damn girl that was the nanny, she killed the friend because the friend found out that she was full of shit. So she had to like deal with a friend being dead behind that. That's always some shit now. This is the dark side of that story because that seemed like the light, some harmless shit. It seemed like the nanny had the problems. Sometimes karma is so fucking serious. And then the Daryl Allen story with the caught up, that's literally dark than a motherfucker. But the other side is of light. Is something about perspective. Oh well, not everybody has it. You know what I'm saying? Some people mad because you know exactly what the hell you talking about. They just mad as hell. Something about food. Where Craig at? Then somebody come out the crib. Wait a minute. Who the fuck is that bitch? Like, you like, yo, you could have did, but you was a little sweet on it, but you did that. Something about joy is tripping, bro. Like, yo, god damn, you better get that under control, my nigga. So something about she's in school, got all the teeth. Hell, somebody might have their teeth too, but somebody probably doesn't have what somebody else have. That's like common sense, and they have their own niche about it. They don't go stealing somebody else's shit. They'll stand up to the goddamn bully. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm talking about, punk. All that shit. Hell yeah. They would never. They'll do some shit in the corner. Like they be acting all timid. Like ain't nobody got time for that. This man need a rider, ma'am. Sir. That's the rider he need. Man, go sit down. Sir, she need a rider. You a provider, but she need a rider too. Like, you lacking a little bit of resources. So anyway, closing it out with I hope you get what I was saying in the stories, but big on the dark side and the light sides of these things. I'm just giving out perspective. I didn't say you had to take what I was saying serious. All right, Scorpio, we're gonna get out of here. Something about a Scorpio moon too. Damn, confirmation too. Well, I'm just doing my job, people. I love it. And you ain't gonna see me for a little bit. I got a lot to do today. Something about we got the hustle because somebody got me fucked up. I come from the womb of hustles, bitch. Then you gonna be mad about that. Girl, bye. You know who I am. You gonna learn today. Tomorrow, the next day. Shit. I'm Tamara. Alright. So Scorpio, I hope that helped. It was a little long for you. Probably was required. Definitely something about the movies could help. So maybe you should go watch. Shit. Tubi, maybe having it. Something about the truth is in it, but deformation of character, you're gonna find a lot. So yeah. All right, Scorp. See you next time. Closing out your reading. Oh, got me somebody. Got a client. So if you would excuse my y'all, if you need me, you need me. You don't, you don't. Description box is open. If you need my services, I don't just do this. Look around. Somebody lied to you. Baby, I'm like that. A lot of things though, like mediation cases, I don't mind doing that. I really don't. Y'all just don't be saying that. Last case I had, it was through the center. So that's up to y'all on whatever y'all need, because I don't just do this. And yeah, degree and all that good stuff, that's great. But if I ain't doing nothing with it, it's like that's so not classy at all. You just got a degree to say you got some shit. Some of y'all, you basic. You trying to find a job that everybody else do. You wouldn't even try to do your own thing. I mean, I could see, stay down till you come up, get you a job, da 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 da. But you also need to be considerate about yourself and personal goals and things you want to do in life. This is probably why somebody will always love somebody. Like y'all together, but they always gonna love so and so. Like you just need to get it, because first of all, the reason why they do is probably because they have enough respect about you, or they go put it to the side because they do care about the other person too. You better be glad they do, because that's a powerful person. And you better chill, because your nanny tripping over the hand rock the cradle, worrying about the party, crashing the party. The goddamn crazy girl, crazy dude. All right, y'all. Peace. Closing the energy out. Check the description box below for any of my services. See you later.